How's it going, everyone? UML here. After several years of perfecting my craft, I have finally succeeded in traveling back to the prehistoric year of 2009. The only knockback is that I can only spend so much time here, and I have no idea when I could suddenly be transported back to the current day. So how are you feeling about that new Galaxy game coming out next year? Wow, this game looks incredible. Wow, they even added Yoshi, guys. Wow. That's so crazy. I wonder what other new features there will be in this game. You know, it would crush my dreams if people denounced the existence of this game because Nintendo cheapened out and refused to put this game into a 3D Mario game pack for a future gen system. I need some ibuprofen. So picture this. You have just collected all 120 stars in Super Mario Galaxy 2. After talking to the green Lumas on the starship, you find out that you need to defeat that guy to see the cosmic jewels. Because you passed the first grade, you use your professional sleuthing skills to determine that you need to hand it to Bowser one more time for something to happen. Once you are there, you traverse the Dire Lands and encounter the large foe himself. Don't let his size fool you though. He goes down in 2 minutes tops, including the second phase. Such a waste of epic music. Bowser is dead, the princess has been rescued again, everyone is happy. Now you get to have some fun in the credits. When all of that is said and done and a piece of your heart dies when you see Satoru Iwata's name pop up, you notice that the formerly blue comment at the end has mysteriously turned green. Interesting. Next thing you know, Rosalina is telling the story of the Green Stars to her Luma family, and this pops up on your screen. It's at this moment you understand that this game is far from over. The green stars appear as comments across every single galaxy. Each galaxy in the game contains either 2 or 3 green stars depending on the number of regular stars the galaxy has. Essentially, the green stars is one big hide-and-seek-a-thon. They could be anywhere in the galaxy. Some are pretty easy to find and collect, while others take a bit more skill. You will hear a shimmering sound if you are close to a green star. In order to unlock the Grandmaster Galaxy, you need to collect every single one. As a kid, I really enjoyed the green stars. In fact, I enjoyed them just as much as I did the main game. However, I have noticed this sentiment being thrown around quite a bit.
The green stars feel like filler, extending the length of a game that didn't need its length extended.
It is pretty monotonous to go through every single stage again to look for these things.
I didn't think this game needed the green stars, just saying that now.
That's when I began to ask myself, were the green stars really that fun to collect? I remember them being fun when I was 8 years old, but that was before standards existed. And because it has been a long time since I last 100%ed this game, I wanted to give the green stars another shot. That's why I recently did a 100% Galaxy 2 playthrough to determine whether or not the green stars are worth the work. In total, it took me about 6 hours in a 2-day span to collect all 120 green stars, which means it won't take as long to complete the green stars as it does the main game. With that being said, I had a really good time throughout my entire journey. In my opinion, it's a good incentive to revisit galaxies after collecting all of the regular stars. It also gives you a great opportunity to explore areas you might not have paid much attention to prior. Going into this, I assumed that finding and collecting these stars would be a breeze, but there are some legitimately difficult stars to find or get to. For instance, Melty Monster Galaxy has a green star at the end of the stage that took me quite a few tries since the angle that you roll off the course is crucial to obtaining this star. And even though some stars are easy to grab, you still need to take into account certain criteria. Both Shiverburn Galaxy and Bowser's Galaxy Generator have a star that involves keeping at least 1 or 2 clouds from the cloud suit that you grab earlier in the level since you can't refill them later on. None of the green stars were frustratingly difficult, however, as even the hardest ones were still fun and didn't take very long to master. One thing I began to notice as my journey went on is the unbalanced creativity in the star placements in the galaxies. It's abundantly clear that Nintendo had to make do with what they had when determining where these stars would be, and some galaxies make that painfully obvious. The biggest offender of this is the Battle Belt Galaxy. There are 3 green stars throughout the galaxy, and all of them are located on top of cages. Needless to say, this galaxy wasn't all that fun to revisit. I guess that's what happens when your galaxy consists of nothing but small spherical shapes. The green stars themselves have no specific names, instead being marked as green star 1, 2, or 3 that appear in 1 or 2 main stars of a galaxy, with the only exception being the second green star in the Flip-Out Galaxy, which appears in the Cosmic Comet. What's nice about finding these green stars is that if you miss the first star, you can always find another one later in the level, although sometimes the third green star will appear in a different main star, so you have to select that specific green star to find it. In Yoshi Star Galaxy, I missed the first one after I used the launch star to the next area, but thankfully I remembered that there is another green star at the end of the galaxy, so I collected that one first and then went back to grab the first one. I had to do this quite a few times throughout various galaxies, so having multiple green stars appear on a level saved me some restarts. Alright, so after my pockets were filled with 240 shining beauties, I felt very fulfilled. I definitely didn't feel like I was just collecting them because I felt like I had to complete the game. They say it's not always the end result, but the journey along the way that makes it worthwhile. And in this case, both were equally fun and satisfying, even with a few nitpicks I have about some of the placements of the green stars. I'm happy to say that they were still a joy to collect even after all of these years. I am glad the green stars exist in this game, and I wouldn't want to complete this game without them, even if they might lie heavy on the filler side. I really enjoy the scavenger hunt style gameplay involved with these stars, but I know everybody has different tastes in how they like their games. If I were to compare it to Galaxy 1, I prefer this post-story content to Super Luigi Galaxy. Luigi may have different physics than Mario, but having to replay the same game twice just for a couple-minute Purple Coin Festival just isn't worth it to me. I would need some cooldown time before replaying the entire game as Luigi. I played through the entirety of Super Mario Galaxy 2 in only a few days, including the Grandmaster Galaxy. With Galaxy 2, you get a full 120 star game with a 120 additional star bonus, with a rewarding challenge to top it all off. But hey, I'm just a guy on the internet with a semi-functioning brain. I would love to hear your opinions on the green stars. Were they a worthy addition to this game, or were you satisfied enough with the main game to find the green stars as a waste of time? Thank you to everyone who stuck around to hear my opinion on an irrelevant topic from a 12-year-old game. Until next time, just have a good one.